Vamos a ver parte de lo que ocurrió en el Senado en medio de la comparecencia del secretario de Guerra, Pete Hegseth. Siempre genera mucha discusión por sus argumentos. Es difícil para un secretario de Guerra tener que comparecer ante el Senado, ante el Congreso, ante representantes, legisladores, que le hacen preguntas, que cuestionan los procedimientos. Hay que rendir cuentas porque es este el lugar donde se aprueban los presupuestos, son las casas del pueblo en ambos niveles, pero también hay que tener mucho cuidado porque podrías dar información que es muy sensible, no puedes dejarte llevar por esa provocación en medio de lo que allí ocurre, especialmente cuando hay una guerra corriendo como la que está corriendo ahora mismo en el Medio Oriente. Gary Peters, el senador Gary Peters de Michigan, provocó hasta el cansancio al secretario de Guerra en torno al cuestionamiento del liderazgo real que debe mostrarse en medio de esta situación. Forma parte de esos efectivos que nunca estuvieron de acuerdo con la designación del secretario de Guerra por parte de la actual administración. Él le cuestiona el hecho de que las tropas se estén dedicando más a hacer política que a jugar el rol que tienen como tropas. Hubo un enfrentamiento fuerte en el Senado. Esto es parte de lo que ocurrió. Evidencia.
We talk about the destruction of missiles, and yet the missiles that we saw hit recent targets are actually somehow more lethal, more deadly, more maneuverable than what we have seen in the past. So they're obviously improving their munitions. The Strait of Hormuz is still closed, reminding everybody it was open before the war. Prices were lower for everybody until the war, and it still remains closed. And of course, tragically, people, service members, our warfighters, who we care deeply about, are still dying. So what's different? Mr. Hegseth, Secretary Hegseth.
I think your characterization of this incredible effort as a failure is reckless. And I think it's irresponsible. And I think it smears the sacrifice of the troops that are out there making on behalf of the American people to ensure that Iran never gets a nuclear weapon. Shame on you and others who call this a quagmire and a failure, and then you want to turn around and say you support the warfighter. Either you do or you don't.
Is the nuclear material still there,
I can
sir?
get you a ticket out to CENTCOM and talk to what those Americans are doing and how committed they are to this effort and how they want to ensure that Iran never threatens their families with a nuclear weapon. That's the kind of intensity that our warfighters have about making sure that Iran isn't capable of doing that.
Secretary Hegseth, if you listened to my comments, you would have heard me say how amazing our warfighters are.
I heard failure. And the word heard, I heard exactly what you said.
I will tell you how I use the word failure, because I use the word failure to their leaders. You, sir, are the failure, not the men and women who are on that front line, not the men and women who hold up their honor with distinction. But if there's a lack of a winning strategy, they're in harm's way. Their leaders have failed them. And that's what's happening. We have political leadership. You don't have a strategy. You don't have a long-term plan to actually win this war. Win the war. The men and women are going to be able to do it, but they need to have leadership. When will you show leadership? When will you show leadership?
Why don't you show some leadership and stand up to your fellow Democrats who won't fund the troops, who stand and play partisan politics while you don't give us the money? You want to stand up here and talk about the troops? You won't show any political courage to actually fund our department because you have Trump derangement syndrome and can't actually commit to anything meaningful. So I put this on you, Senator.
Secretary Hegseth, you have trillions, you have over $1 trillion, you're asking for $1.5 trillion. It's not a question of money, it's a question of leadership and understanding what it takes to actually win.
Political cowardice of Democrats who won't fund the troops.
Cobardía política de parte de los demócratas que no financian las tropas es el argumento de Pete Hegseth. Hablando aquí de dinero y de financiamiento, hay algo que hay que apuntar y que es muy importante. Hay una situación difícil en torno a las municiones dentro del ejército de los Estados Unidos. Y esto puede parecer un chiste, pero no lo es. En el último periodo de tiempo, Estados Unidos ha estado involucrado en varias operaciones militares y hay algo que no estamos contando. Durante la administración Biden hubo una política de cheque abierto para apoyar otros conflictos, entiéndase el caso de Ucrania, que ha generado un gran desgaste por la guerra entre Rusia y Ucrania. Ese cheque en blanco ha tenido muchos gastos con respecto a las municiones porque esta guerra ha sido lo suficientemente larga. Así que esto requiere de mucha inversión, de mucho gasto, y eso ha estado marcando el tono de las discusiones entre el secretario de Guerra en el Senado en este momento y en periodos anteriores, porque el enfrentamiento con el rigor del presupuesto ha sido algo muy cuestionado en el Senado de los Estados Unidos y que ha sido también muy discutido en el Congreso. Hay un problema con las municiones que no han sido reemplazadas y ese problema debe ser abordado con seriedad. El secretario de Guerra, Pete Hegseth, lo expone de este modo ante el Senado estadounidense. Evidencia.
Were our munitions, the inventories of those munitions, and the capacity of our munitions industrial base sufficient for great power competition with near-peer adversaries like China prior to Operation Epic Fury? Secretary Hegseth?
Senator, as I laid out, because of the previous administration, funding shortfalls, munitions transferred to Ukraine and not replaced, and then ignoring threats, it built a lot of risk that requires this kind of investment. So you'd look at the $67 billion alongside the remainder for 1.5. That's the kind of generational investment that not just matches peer adversaries, but far surpasses them, which I think is your expectation, having been to those ceremonies, which is mine, having been to them and going to them, is that we give everything possible to the warfighter that they deserve.
O sea, de un modo irresponsable hubo una transferencia enorme de municiones que no han sido reemplazadas. Todo esto genera un gasto presupuestario. Con el presupuesto que se está ejecutando como parte de esta administración, se está paliando parte del déficit de las municiones que fue generado por la anterior administración. Este es un argumento sólido en cuanto a repasar la necesidad de ese dinero y de ese presupuesto en medio de este conflicto. Para Gary Peter, quien dijo al principio que el secretario de Guerra no tenía ninguna estrategia con respecto a este conflicto en Irán, podrían ser los argumentos que el secretario de Guerra ha expuesto ante el Senado. Ha dicho claramente el objetivo es que los Estados Unidos no vuelva a involucrarse en guerras estúpidas y puso como ejemplo el conflicto de Irán y Afganistán. Simplemente esto no quiere decir que de un modo realista no se entre en los conflictos que en verdad son importantes. Así lo dijo. Evidencia.
I think you did accurately portray me as a reformed neocon, and members of our generation in Iraq and Afghanistan watched administrations on both sides try to project some remaking of a society in the image of America that spent thousands of lives. I mean, in Iraq, 15, I don't know the exact number, but tens of thousands between Iraq and Afghanistan, men and women lost. President Trump said we're not fighting stupid wars like that again. And he hasn't. That's why we haven't been trying to remake Iranian society, but simply in a realist, America First way, ensure they never have a path to a nuclear bomb, full stop. And he has said as a candidate, and he said as a private citizen, Iran can never have a nuclear weapon because radical Islamists with nuclear weapon will wield it over our head in perpetuity.
Secretary,
so President Trump ran on fighting wars differently, and we're doing so overwhelmingly. And he was very clear as a candidate that Iran can never have a nuclear capability.
Yeah,
so I think he's directly on par with exactly what he said he wanted.
Pacifistas, progresistas, integrantes del movimiento de la izquierda entraron al Senado para boicotear la comparecencia del secretario de Guerra. Varios manifestantes fueron arrestados por el modo en el que ejecutaron su comparecencia, por llamarlo de algún modo, ante el Senado de los Estados Unidos. Estas son las imágenes. Así aconteció. Evidencia.
The supplemental funding request is not a substitute.
90 million people. Your hands are bloody. Of 17 Americans and 4,000
The witness will suspend until order is restored in the committee room. I know that individuals feel very passionately, but we must have order in the hearing room so that we can proceed. We're now going to move forward with our hearing, and Secretary Hegseth, please proceed.
Thank you. The supplemental funding request is not a substitute for the president's full $1.5 trillion base budget request. $1.5 trillion.
Mr. Secretary, please suspend until order is restored in the hearing room. We will begin the timing clock since you've been interrupted twice.
Thank you.
Please proceed.
$1.5 trillion is what the president seeks and what we need to defend the country. The members of this committee understand better than most that long-term strategic dominance cannot be funded through one-off supplementals.
Veterans, call for end to this war right now.
We will have order in the hearing room. Mr. Secretary, please proceed.
Collectively, the budget proposals submitted under President Trump follow a simple logic.
I would ask that the Capitol Police, whose professionalism I admire, remove those who are seeking to disrupt the hearing.
¿De qué estaba hablando? Preguntará el gran público. Después de tantas interrupciones es imposible tener una hilaridad con respecto a esta exposición. Así fue la comparecencia ante el Senado mientras están cayendo las bombas y la presión de la guerra en Irán del secretario de Guerra Pete Hegseth.